Ready! Check contact! Check contact!
Here's Walker to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And going right back to Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Some trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Smith. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Right there, hurt. Hey, check that, street. Hey.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And some room to run now. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Now Gino on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up 2nd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Smith. Walker with a grab, left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right, they want to run their offense through him. Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Gino now to throw. That's going to be caught. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To the air again, Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Slot man moves right. Just beating the play clock, Smith. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. First play's a run with Nwangu. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Play fake. Murray steps away to his left. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. On play action, it's Murray. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now Murray off play action. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Murray. Drops this off with Nwangu. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 54 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 39, Smith. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll send the slot in motion left. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 2nd and 11 now. Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll try for the first with Walker. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Back to Walker on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The slot man in motion right. On second down, it's and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Slot man moves right. Throwing on third down, Smith. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On the counter, it's Walker. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 22, Smith. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now Gino. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll...
And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be fielded inside the 5. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. From the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now it's Lockett. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen? Sufficiently, I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful with this one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The slot man in motion right. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Smith. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Throwing now is Gino. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's Smith. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down.
Hey, check that.
Straight ahead, Walker. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Smith. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. Back to throw, Smith. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
Myers' kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it's up through the goalpost. It's 17-10. Touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
On the jump.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Slot man moves right. On 2nd and 7, Smith. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. From just shy of midfield, Murray rolling to his left. That is caught by Anderson. And he's going to be taken down to about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Give left side here for Nwangu. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. From the 30 on 2nd down, Murray. He'll get this to Nwangu. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Forced out to his left. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Murray's got to have this one. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw is Murray. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there? Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now Smith gets this to Fant. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker to about the 35, second down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the Cardinals win it. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory.